All right, so it's been a while since I've made a video on just one sneaker. These type of videos, they're kind of behind me. I don't really like making them anymore because everyone's doing it. You know, it's old news and it's not the type of video I like to make. But if I'm gonna sit down and do a video on one sneaker, you know I have to have something special, and that's exactly what I got for you guys here. I haven't had this urge in a while, but I opened this package. I really wasn't expecting this exact sneaker. So when I saw it, I'm just so hyped on it. I had to turn the camera on, and it's me, it's raw. This is a shoe that hasn't released yet. There's no videos on YouTube of them, and there's hardly any pictures. So it's pretty rare that I get a chance to do something like this, so I gotta hop on it. Very excited to share them with you guys. So we've got a pair of Nike sneakers, as you can see here, all blacked out box. Little hint as to what they are on the side. But let's just dive right into these things. Wow, am I gonna put some miles on these or what? We've got Nike's collaboration with A Ma Maniere. Just have a look at these guys right here. So tough. This is the type of sneaker that you really appreciate when you get in hand, strictly based off of materials. Every single aspect of this sneaker is high end. It is top-notch materials, nothing cheap about these at all. So A Ma Maniere, they have a luxury sneaker and clothing boutique in Atlanta. So seeing as how they stand for high-end streetwear fashion, that trickled down onto this Air Force One. The name of these is Hand Wash Cold, which is what you should do for any of your garments that you really want to take care of. We all know what happens when you put your favorite shirt in the washing machine and then put it in the dryer. It shrinks, it fades, it doesn't look as good. You need to hand wash your good stuff cold. So I just love how tough these are. There really isn't much color. There's not a lot of vibrance, and even though that's what I've been liking a lot in my sneakers and clothing, I can always appreciate something like this. On the toe box, you've got this really nice black nubuck, and something they did differently with this shoe than a lot of other Air Force Ones is they layered a tumble leather on top of a lot of the panels. So you have extra panels on top of these. This is definitely not your standard Air Force One. If you compared these to just a regular AF1 off the shelf, you would notice a lot of difference in design. That's something I can always appreciate when you take a classic sneaker and you make some subtle differences to it and pull it off. Very nicely done. So you've got this really nice black tumbled leather sitting on top of an iridescent panel. There's also iridescent hardware on here, so depending on what type of light you're in, that really stands out. There's not a lot of pictures online, but from the ones I've seen, you really can't tell how much this iridescent accent sticks out. But in certain light, man, it is there, and it's a really unique touch. It works well with the back tab on the shoe, which is 3M. You can see 2 A's right there. Now let's talk about the suede on here. Obviously you can see it on the swoosh there. It's very long. It looks like wool almost. Very nice touch right there. It's gonna have a good worn look after some odd years. And then the midsole of this sneaker, it's not your basic midsole. It's actually a light gray suede. So that's definitely something that I haven't seen much. And then they bring it all together with a darker charcoal gray on the outsole. Unfortunately, these are gonna be very limited, like super limited. There are only 5,269 pairs. This is pair number 479 out of all of those. I believe other boutiques are going to get them. Follow their Instagram page for more info. They release on December 7th. 5,000 pairs, that's nothing. A lot of the Jordan retros that release, they make anywhere from like 500,000 to 1 million of those. So think about that. So huge thank you to the people at A Ma Maniere. Really grateful to have this pair. I mean, honestly, this makes my year. For sure going to be in my top 10 sneakers of the year. You'll see that video in, I don't know, probably like a few weeks now. But you know the deal. The most important part about this shoe is how they look on feet. So we're gonna get into that and then the video will be over. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me one time. Subscribe if you're new. If you wanna see how I style these, make sure you're following me on Instagram, where I'll probably post a couple fit pictures of me rocking them. I'm at Eddie Wing Kicks. I'm also on Twitter and Snapchat. Same thing, all Eddie Wing Kicks. I'll catch you guys in the next one again. Thank you for tuning in. A lot more content is on the way. I'll talk to you later. Peace.